WrestleMania week has been unbelievable thus far. You know, it's the first WrestleMania week that somewhat feels like normal. Independent wrestling is on the rebound after COVID and all of these different things. And today we got some really big news stories that I really want to discuss. Bloodsport 8 is happening. A lot of big events this weekend. I'm truly excited about it. ROH will reveal Tully Blanchard's new client at Supercard of Honor. I have an amazing prediction for this. Also, AEW has filed for a new trademark. Shane McMahon's reason for his return. All of these different things are happening. Guys, I'm going to keep you updated along the way 7 days a week. If you guys could click that subscribe button, I'd greatly appreciate it. So many great things happening in pro wrestling, and I just want to say genuinely thank you to everybody who allows this to be the thing that I get to do every single day. 7 days a week. I don't stop. It's nonstop. Twitter, Discord, YouTube, all of these great things come with it. Just, I want to say thank you. Because this is an incredible experience. Now, with that being said, Shane McMahon has been rumored to appear at WrestleMania 38 as Seth Rollins' opponent. This is a joke. I don't know why wrestling fans are falling for this. I don't know why I see comments literally in my comments section or in Discord proclaiming that Shane McMahon is going to be Cody Rhodes' mystery opponent. I don't know who's trying to spread this narrative. Look, anything is possible. Never say never. But Shane McMahon is coming to WWE WrestleMania 38. One, obviously, because of the Hall of Fame. And two, backstage stuff, right? That's pretty normal for Shane McMahon, who is the son of Vince McMahon. Now, with that being said, I am very, very intrigued to see what WWE does here. And actually, I think if you are going to put Shane McMahon on TV, there's one match that you could look at that could be very interesting from a babyface and heel perspective. Austin Theory versus Pat McAfee. If you don't want Austin Theory to lose clean, but you want Pat McAfee to look really good and get the win, you can always have Shane McMahon get the massive pop, cause the distraction for Austin Theory. There you go. Austin Theory versus Shane McMahon at WrestleMania Backlash. I mean, if you're WWE and you want to get Shane McMahon on WrestleMania, that's the way you can do it. But right now, there are technically no plans for Shane McMahon to be at WrestleMania on the card. Shane McMahon is expected to be there for the Hall of Fame, do some backstage stuff with WWE. Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins is still the plan. I mean, never say never. You never know how these things go, but it's just something to keep your mind and keep your mind, open to different things, but just understand that it's not likely. And I see a lot of people who genuinely are pushing this narrative that Shane McMahon versus Seth Rollins, and it's just ridiculous. They're super convinced, and there's nothing that actually appears to be, to be factual with that. With that being said, I do want to transition to AEW Blood and Guts. There's a lot of reasons why I love talking about trademarks, and one of the biggest reasons is that it allows you to fantasy book different scenarios whenever they come up. Obviously, Blood and Guts is just like War Games, but it's the AEW version of it. We know War Chamber exists for MLW. Now, when it comes to Blood and Guts specifically, AEW is making it a yearly thing, and when it's not overexposed, it tends to be a really good decision for AEW because just like WWE, it feels special when it occurs once a year. WWE does this with NXT. AEW does this, obviously within their television show. For me personally, I want to take a look at a fantasy booking solution to all of this. And if I'm AEW, and obviously you got War Games in NXT, right? But if I'm AEW, you do want to capitalize off William Regal having that moment. We know it's become a pop every single time William Regal talks about War Games and NXT. Blood and Guts, William Regal, it just makes sense. So what do? You put Blackpool Combat Club together. You're going to have a group of 4 people. If I'm AEW, let's play fantasy booker here for a second. If I'm AEW, I establish a faction with Moxley, Bryan Danielson, Wheeler Yuta, and Marina Shafir. And I have them go against the Elite, or the Undisputed Elite, Red Dragon, Adam Cole, and Britt Baker. 4-on-4 Blood and Guts match. That's the match, and we'll see what happens when the time comes, but that's the match I would go with. Blood and Guts to me is supposed to elevate the show. It's supposed to be a big part of the show. There's supposed to be a big story going into it. You want to talk about creating stars. Wheeler Yuta and Marina Shafir are people you probably wouldn't think about when it comes to this match or to this group. But if I had to overall book this, I think that's a money feud right there. Plus, Britt Baker being with Adam Cole, it's a very real-life scenario. You have 3 guys, 1 female on each team, 4v4. I mean, if you want to do 5-on-5, you can make it work in other ways as well. But I'm excited about this. I'm excited that AEW is actually, they're serious about this. They're serious about having blood and guts on their show. And I like to see that they are actually like devoted to this. And like they're it's official. Like they got the trademark. Like this is a commitment that they have. It's a yearly thing. And I feel like it's going to be special regardless. All right, guys, there has been a lot of talk about Supercard of Honor. This one really excites me. Tully Blanchard is expected to debut a new client against the debut of Ninja Mac at Supercard of Honor, and I'm very excited about this. Now, of course, there are a lot of names that you might be able to guess as far as Tully Blanchard's new client. Me personally, as a wrestling fan, there's only one name that comes to my mind, and there is no better place to debut this individual than to do it at Supercard of Honor. Now, keep in mind, I will be doing my live review of Supercard of Honor on Friday after the show goes off the air. But if I had to guess, Ninja Mac will be competing against Cesaro. Now, Cesaro is a free agent, and Cesaro coming to AEW and ROH, whatever version of it is. With him arriving, I think it would be a massive deal. Now, I know some people do have concerns that Cesaro may not have the promo skills, and I think putting him with Tully Blanchard definitely is a great sign. It's a great thing. And I want to talk about from a perception thing, right? From a perception aspect of it all. When Tully Blanchard and Shawn Spears arrived in AEW, that felt like a big deal. We went from seeing Ty Dillinger in WWE to being placed with Tully Blanchard, and there was just a huge difference in perception. The overall perception was that things looked really good for Shawn Spears. Now, with that being said, I think Shawn Spears along the way kind of got lost in the shuffle with AEW, which is really unfortunate. But I think if you put Cesaro with, obviously, Tully Blanchard, there is massive money written all over it. And I don't think there is any other scenario in which I'd be happy with this. Yes, you can say Samoa Joe, but I think Samoa Joe there's really no issue with Samoa Joe in the way he's presented, the way he appears on TV. And I think Cesaro's always had something missing. He's an incredible talent, but there's always been something missing. So my guess is that Tully Blanchard's new client will be Cesaro. And my God, if they don't do something big with that, I don't know how I can watch AEW after that. You cannot drop the ball with Cesaro coming into your company. This guy has been incredibly awesome, and WWE dropped the ball. They never committed to him. Cesaro, Tully Blanchard. By the way, a match against Ninja Mac is just going to be incredibly awesome. So this is the match I want to see. This is the match I look forward to. I want to know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Don't forget, we got the live post shows. This is the schedule, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.